Fergie, her daughters, and the Corgis hit by Andrew's crisis, a royal storm no one saw coming. Welcome back, royal watchers, to Crown Chronicles, the home of everything regal, riveting, and real. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because we bring you the untold truths, hidden scandals, and heart-stopping drama from inside the gates of Britain's most famous family, the royals. Today's story is one that feels straight out of a royal drama, but it's all too real. It's the tale of Sarah Ferguson, affectionately known as Fergie, her beloved daughters Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, and yes, even the Queen's Corgis, all caught up in the swirling chaos of Prince Andrew's ongoing crisis. It's a royal storm that's left no corner of their lives untouched. For decades, Fergie has worn her resilience like a crown. The former Duchess of York, once dismissed as a scandalous outsider, somehow managed to win back the hearts of many by staying true to herself, warm, outspoken, and loyal to a fault. She's always stood by her ex-husband, Prince Andrew, even after their 1996 divorce. In fact, they've lived together for years at the sprawling Royal Lodge in Windsor, sharing not only a home but an unspoken bond that baffled many and impressed others. But now, as Andrew's world continues to crumble under the weight of public scrutiny and financial strain, that bond is being tested like never before. The Duke of York, once known for his charm, his military service, and his closeness to the late Queen Elizabeth II, has found himself in an unending spiral of disgrace since his infamous 2019 BBC Newsnight interview, where his attempt to clear his name only deepened the damage. The fallout cost him nearly everything: his public duties, his royal patronages, and ultimately, his reputation, and now, those closest to him are feeling the aftershocks. Sources close to the family reveal that Fergie and her daughters are struggling to navigate life under the cloud of Andrew's crisis. Despite their attempts to live quietly, their every move is analyzed, their motives questioned. And the irony? None of them did anything wrong. Yet they're paying a price for their loyalty, a loyalty that's now turning into a burden. Just imagine, the woman once called the Duchess of Disaster by the tabloids is now the one trying to hold her family together while her ex-husband faces losing not only his dignity but possibly his home. Yes, the Royal Lodge itself is at stake. After King Charles made it clear that every royal property must serve a purpose and no longer be a refuge for non-working royals, whispers grew louder that Andrew may be forced to leave the 30-room mansion he's called home for 2 decades. Despite paying millions for its upkeep and insisting it's his private residence, pressure from within the royal ranks is mounting. And who's caught in the middle? Fergie, and even the beloved Corgis, the ones she inherited from the late Queen, those adorable pups, symbols of royal warmth and continuity, are now tangled in a very human drama. Fergie adores them. She's often seen walking them on the Windsor grounds, smiling for the cameras, trying to project calm. But beneath that cheerful exterior lies anxiety. If Andrew is forced out of Royal Lodge, where will they all go? It's a question that's haunting not just Fergie but her daughters as well. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, both trying to build lives independent from the firm, now find themselves under renewed scrutiny. Despite their efforts to stay out of scandal, they've been quietly dragged into the narrative surrounding their father. It's the curse of being royal by blood. Your privacy is never your own. Beatrice, with her new role balancing motherhood and public life, has tried to keep her head down, leaning on her husband Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi and focusing on family. Eugenie, ever the compassionate one, has dedicated her time to charity and social causes, but even she can't escape the whispers that follow their family name. The sisters share a deep love for both their parents, but they also share an unspoken pain, that no matter what they do, their father's scandal will always cast a shadow over them. Insiders say that tensions have quietly brewed behind palace walls. King Charles, known for his pragmatism, wants to draw a clear line between working royals and those who no longer represent the crown. But for Andrew, that's a bitter pill to swallow. Once the Queen's favorite son, he's now on the outside looking in, stripped of titles, stripped of trust, and possibly, soon, stripped of his home. And for Fergie, that's unbearable to watch. Despite all the humiliation she faced in the 1990s, despite years of mockery and rejection, she's never turned her back on Andrew. Even when his world collapsed, she called him her handsome prince. Even when the palace distanced itself, she stayed near, loyal, protective, and defiant, but loyalty can come at a cost. Reports suggest that Fergie's finances are under strain too, as she reportedly contributes to the maintenance of Royal Lodge. Her recent projects, from books to podcasts, have brought her some income, but nothing compared to the lavish expenses of keeping up a royal estate. And with Andrew's royal funding long cut off, the future looks uncertain, yet through it all, she maintains a brave face. She still attends charity events, she still posts motivational quotes online, and she still reminds the public that love, in all its messy forms, endures. But behind closed doors, friends say she's exhausted and worried. As for the Corgis, those furry symbols of royal affection, they've unknowingly become part of this larger battle for normalcy. Fergie dotes on them, often saying they bring her peace amid chaos. But if Royal Lodge is lost, she'll have to find a new home not just for herself, but for them too, a heartbreaking thought for someone who cherished the Queen's final gift to her. It's a picture of quiet tragedy wrapped in royal glamour, a family bound by love but besieged by circumstances. Fergie's daughters remain devoted, their mother remains steadfast, and the Corgis remain by their side, yet the ground beneath them is shifting. For the first time in years, Fergie faces a choice she never wanted to make: continue standing by Andrew no matter the cost, or finally step out of the shadow that has defined her for decades. And as for Andrew, the man once called Air Miles Andy, now reduced to a symbol of royal downfall, may soon have to face the unthinkable, life outside the royal walls, truly alone. But one thing is certain: whatever happens next, the world will be watching. Because the story of Fergie, her daughters, and even those Corgis, isn't just about scandal. It's about loyalty, love, and survival in the face of relentless royal storms. So, what do you think, royal watchers? Should Fergie keep standing by Andrew? Or is it finally time for her, and her daughters, to move on from the man who's brought them nothing but heartache? Tell us in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into royal drama, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Crown Chronicles for more exclusive stories behind the palace gates, because here, we don't just tell royal news, we uncover the truth behind the crown.